Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Coach Ryan, and I'm a certified high-performance hockey coach with Hockey Canada. And I'm here to start a new series on my channel called How to Watch Hockey Better. It's one of my favorite games on the planet. I've spent well over 50 to 100,000 hours of my life playing and coaching the sport. I've worked with thousands of players, current, past, and future NHL players. I've had a lot of experience in this wonderful game, and I want to be able to share it with you if you're an avid or a casual hockey fan, and help you be able to watch the game that is blazingly fast better. So in this first episode of How to Watch Hockey Better, we're going to talk about shooting. And for the reasons we're going to talk about shooting is because there's a lot of you that have sat at hockey games or been at home with friends, and you always have that one person sitting next to you, or even the entire room or arena screaming, "Shoot! Shoot the puck! Time to shoot! He's got to shoot more! Why didn't he shoot? He shouldn't have shot. Should have been a pass. Maybe it shouldn't have been a pass. Maybe it should have been a dump. We just want to get pucks in, get pucks on net. Hey there, bud. Back check, forecheck, paycheck." Whatever analogy you want to hear, we've heard it all as hockey fans sitting in the stands. And I want to bring a little clarity to you to those moments in this game where you might be screaming at your TV for them to shoot. You might wonder what the heck happened, and maybe a huge broken play occurs and the puck goes the other way and you go, what was he thinking? Well, I can tell you what he was thinking, and I can tell you what hockey coaches are doing in 2021 to continue generating scoring chances and to keep putting pucks in net against elite level goaltenders. I personally think goaltenders got better at a faster pace than shooters did. You're looking at guys that are 6'6", 6'5", 6'4", Vasilevsky, Hellebuck, Carter Hart, Carey Price. These guys are monsters in the net, and they're able to take up more of the net than ever. They're able to take away and control rebounds better than ever. The gear is better than ever. The training is better than ever. And yes, shooters have gotten better, but goalies are just exceptional these days. So there are team tactics that work helping teams to generate better scoring chances. And one of the lines we're going to talk about today is a line you've probably never heard of in hockey, and that's called the Royal Road. Now, what is the Royal Road? The Royal Road is an imaginary line that goes east to west in a hockey rink if you're watching from a TV point of view, or north to south if you're playing the game, goes directly through the center ice dot and through the center of both nets. I'll show you a picture of it shortly. The Royal Road is an imaginary, invisible line that allows us to chart shots. In between hockey periods, we see analysts talking about shot counts or where the shots are coming from, or high percentage scoring chances, low percentage scoring chances. We're going to break down exactly what those are today. So let's take a quick look. Okay, so the Royal Road, as I said, goes north to south through a hockey rink, east to west if you're watching on TV, through the center ice dot, and through the middle of each net. It doesn't actually exist, it is invisible, and it helps break up our scoring chances into two categories: green chances and red chances. Now, the Hockey Canada coaching guide and the Hockey Canada terminology that we use breaks it between green, yellow, and red, which is why I have them color-coded. But for simplicity, we're just going to call them green and red chances. And out of 100% of the scoring chances in the NHL, about 74 or 75% of these chances are green chances. The final 25% of goals that go in the NHL are considered red chances. So what are green chances? Some of you know what these are, some of you have never heard of them before, and some of you are going, yeah, duh. Well, the highest percentage scoring chance in hockey is a lateral pass across the Royal Road. The Royal Road was created because any puck that travels east to west, dot to dot, or frankly, just across the Royal Road with a pass, has a 22% chance out of 100% of the goals of being a scoring chance. So what that means is out of all the goals in the NHL, 22% of them came from lateral passes across the Royal Road. The other following categories, which are screens, getting a man in front of the net, one-timers on the same side of the Royal Road, that means coming from, say, below the goal line to the top of the circle in a one-timer shot, broken plays, which are just junk all over the place, or bad bounces, as you will. Possession across the Royal Road, what that means is that's, let's say, a breakaway and a Patty Kane move, where he ends up making a really nice deke that crosses the Royal Road several times, and he sneaks it in backhand, low side. Deflections, these are shots that are coming from the point and deflect off 1, 2, or 3 types of bodies. And green rebounds are any rebounds that come from these types of chances where you get a second chance at the puck. So as you can see, there is a big discrepancy when looking at the stats and charting numbers of where goals are coming from. So teams are working exceptionally hard and taking their time and creating plays and skill development around these lateral passes to cross the Royal Road. Red chances, these are really simple to define. If a goalie has a chance to see the puck without a screen and get set into his or her angle, they're going to have an amazing chance to stop this puck. And frankly, in my opinion as a coach, any goaltender that has a chance to do this should stop the puck. If a shooter beats the goalie here, yes, we do know that there are some exceptional shooters like a Patrick Laine or an Alexander Ovechkin that can put a puck over your shoulder in only a puck level size, but that goalie can overcome that through better angles or through better positioning. If they have the chance to position and they can see the puck with their eyes, they should be stopping it. So what I'm going to do next is take you through a couple scenarios, and unfortunately I can't use any NHL footage to show you this, but I'm going to take you through a couple scenarios of how teams are increasing their chances of scoring and making those passes across the Royal Road, so you're not sitting there yelling at your TV along with the 30 other people going, "Shoot!" You can be that person in the back of your mind or quietly correcting everybody why the pass was the right play. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the Royal Road using offensive zone time and a rush. So in the offensive zone, we're going to see a couple different plays here, but let's assume forward one down here. Offense is blue, defense is red. Forward one down here has already beaten defenseman one for the puck. It was a good forecheck. He's caught defenseman one out of position. His supporting centerman here on the defensive side of the puck was in good position. Now he has his stick starting to post towards the front of the net. The right side defenseman has his feet up ice. We have a man in front. What is player one going to do? Well, the first and easiest answer to that and lowest scoring chance is player one's going to jam the front of the net. So if we take a look at a first person view on player one, you can see that he has a man open just at the top. He also has a clear path to the net or a clear path to a wraparound. I want to make this clear right now. If he does a wraparound, I'm benching him. It's just a trash play. And if the goalie lets it in, I'm pulling him. There's no way a goalie at any level higher than 13-year-old AAA shouldn't be able to stop a wraparound. Not in today's NHL. It is just the lowest percentage lower. It's trash. Don't ever do it. Ugh, don't ask for it. If it goes in, that's a huge troll. Just give your friends on the other side of the ice a lot of crap for that, because that's just huge troll. So what he's going to do here is he's actually going to try to jam this short side. Jamming the short side isn't a bad play, but it is a very low percentage scoring chance. So if we play through, he steps in. All of the defenders do exactly what they should do, which is retreat to the house. He jams it at the net. Goalie makes an easy save. As a coach, we would want to increase that, same with a player, and see a better percentage chance to put the puck in the net. And one way to do that is to make a pass on the same side of the Royal Road as we talked about and see a one-timer. We know that 8% of goals in the NHL are scored on this play. So we saw earlier that we have our man. He's sitting wide open here. Yes, our defending player in the red could get a stick in the lane. That's why it's not a bad play. I don't mind it. And I think most fans from this perspective are going to be looking for and hoping for this pass. I think a general fan watching the game thinks that this is the right play. And it's not a bad play. So he fires it over to his man. He makes that quick one-timer. It's in the back of the net. That's a good play. But if we want to take a look at the big brain play in hockey and something that a high-level coach and high-level players are going to think through in 5-on-5, here's one way to look at it. And it's such a fast game. There are a lot of scenarios, but we call this widening the zone. When we want to widen the O-zone, we're widening the O-zone for one simple reason. We want to give ourselves the best chance to make a pass across the Royal Road, therefore increasing our scoring opportunity. Sometimes it isn't about quantity, it is about quality. So the big brain play that our first forward is going to make here is he's going to stretch the ice. And we all know that the puck moves faster than the man. So in order to stretch that ice, player one could carry the puck around the back of the net, but the big brain play is to wrap it around the back of the net. And the big brain play from our left defenseman here is to meet him for that puck. So that puck gets hard shot around the ice. This is a purposely made play. Our left defenseman is going to pick it up, and it's going to cause a couple things to happen. It's going to force the defenders to have to shift position. And in the defensive zone, we call it an overload scheme. You want to make sure that you have all 5 players on the same side as the puck. You don't want to be stretched out in the D zone. You want to make sure that they have to make passes through you and that you have sticks down in good position and you're able to take the puck away. Now, because they have control of the puck, these defending players are not going to apply pressure, they're going to contain. If you can see a player's eyes and they have control, you do not want to pressure as the defenseman, so they're not going to pressure as a defenseman. Left defenseman picks up the puck. You see his partner on the right, he's going to slip into the top. You're going to see our original forward one follow his pass around the back of the net. You're going to see our original man here in front. He's going to open up and create that screen. Now, a couple things could happen. Forward one could go to the front of the net, and that's a fair play as well too. But I like the fact that he's following here to make another outlet pass for this defenseman in case this guy gets pinched. So our defenseman picks up the puck, and what we notice is that our defenders now have to reposition. Our defenders have to shift with good angles to their men on the other overload side in order to handle the puck. If our offense can make a pass faster than they can shift, we have a really good chance to catch them in confusion and maybe get a pass across that Royal Road for a backdoor. So you're going to see the 2 defensemen here shift over. You're going to see the centerman shift over and give puck support, meaning he's going to be about 2 to 4 feet away from the puck. You're going to see our 2 wingers at the top shift over, and you're going to see this winger, who is the closest to the puck, either apply pressure or close to pressure, maybe 1 or 2 feet off the puck. So as he moves in, we have our winger taking a really good angle here in the D zone, taking that shot away from the net. We have our centerman coming in here, and he's going to provide support to this winger. We have our defenseman coming over and our defenseman shifting, and we finally have our high side defenseman who's now going to have to watch this high defense. This guy here is our X factor, our little right winger sitting here in the slot. He's going to make a play like he's going to the center of the ice, and then he's going to get lost. And this is a purposeful play. He's going to get himself by skating backwards. He's not going to be a threat. He's not going to be aggressive. He's going to keep his eyes on the puck and really good stick position to open himself up for that pass. So what ends up happening is our overload defensemen end up coming in, and you can see our shifty little wingers just floating back. It's just floating back. Don't worry about that little guy. That little guy is nothing to worry about. Forget about him. Gets to our defenseman. Our defenseman has a fair opportunity here to just shoot the puck. That is a good scoring chance. He's got a screen in front. We know that a pass on the same side of the Royal Road is generates 8% of all scoring chances, but he can make a better play, and that big brain play is to our shifty little forward who puts the puck in the back of the net. And at real speed, I mean, this is just a simulation. NHL players are much faster than this. At real speed, it is very hard to see what all 10 players are doing here and how all 10 players are in the correct space, but by widening the zone and making the puck move, it is very difficult for a defense to be able to cover this. This isn't a defensive zone breakdown. This is the offense just beating them. To our point, wide, it's in the net before you ever know it. Passes across the Royal Road in the offensive zone. And a lot of times it won't look this pretty. It'll get broken up. Maybe the rush will go the other way. And then you'll be sitting at your TV hearing somebody say, "Shoot, he should have shot, shoot." No, this is the right play. This is what you want to play for as an NHL team. So it's a better way to watch the zone and be a little more calm when watching your favorite team. All right, so let's take a look at chances on the rush. The rush is a very exciting place to see people score goals. And what's interesting about the rush is everybody knows in hockey, 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, and odd man rushes create chances. What they don't realize in hockey that the defensive side of the puck, they're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to create 2-on-1s where there is one man pressuring the puck and one man supporting and forcing him into a corner, creating a defensive 2-on-1 to change possession of the puck or create a turnover. When you are on a rush, the key is not allowing that support to come in. So what we're going to see here is a 5-man unit. We only put 2 defensemen out here for simplicity. We're going to assume the other forwards are back on back check or somewhere in the neutral zone. But what ends up happening is on the breakout, we hit our left winger. We call him F1, but we'll just focus on him as the left winger at first. He's going to hit the zone, and he's going to bust into the top of the circle. This defenseman is going to create good gap. He's staying in between the dots or inside the dots, and he's keeping his man to the outside of the dot. That's exactly what you want to do as a D. And right here, he could have a little bit better gap. I know it's a program, but he probably wouldn't step up and play this man one-on-one at the blue line. It wouldn't be the right play, because what this right winger is doing, or forward two, is he's going to start crashing the net so hard that both of these defensemen have to recognize that this is turning into an odd man opportunity, and they need to start containing the play as opposed to playing with pressure. Because all this left winger would have to do if this defenseman steps up is bump the puck out to the middle, and you're gone on a 2-on-1, and you don't want to do that. As defensemen, they're just going to contain. So if you're watching this screaming, "Yeah, coach, looks too simple," this is what's going to happen in a real hockey game. These defensemen are going to back up. They have to give credit to the odd man rush. So the left winger comes in, and he's going to do what my favorite player in the NHL does, Evander Kane. And he's just going to shoot. It's likely high and wide. The goalie's got a good angle set. He's just going to stop the puck. Boom. Stops the puck. So from a quick 3D perspective, we have a very low percentage of chance of scoring here. Comes into the top of the circle, selfish play, takes a shot on net, get some bench, buddy. You're not helping your teammates out there. Not a good way to watch hockey. Let's increase that to 8%. How we increase that to 8% is very simple. We're going to have this defenseman join the play. Now, a lot of old school hockey fans and coaches have heard about the attack triangle, and the attack triangle is a 1, 2, and a third player being in this high slot, waiting for that puck to come in the high slot to shoot. Doesn't really exist anymore. We teach it a little bit, but we really do focus at this point on the attack diamond. And what makes the attack diamond so attractive is that you're activating your defenseman into the play, and you're giving yourself more options on odd man rushes when you're entering the zone. So same play, our left winger picks up the puck. Our F2 is going to do a great job driving the net again. As he drives the net, you're going to see our defenseman filling the top end of the gap, and you're going to see our centerman coming in really late, and he's late for a reason. He's not slow. He is coming in purposely late to be late to the top of the circle. So as it comes in, we have our centerman going to the top of the circle. Our puck goes to the defenseman at the top. We have a beautiful screen in front now because our man has driven the net, and we score. It's not a bad percentage chance to score. Let's bump that up one more though. Let's go with the big brain play. So your big brain play on this rush is going to be to hit that centerman on the far side of the ice. So he's going to carry that puck in. We're going to see a really nice break in here. The right winger pushes hard to the middle of the net, taking those defensemen with him. And we're going to see a little move here. It looks terrible, I know, in this, but it's called a delay. Think of a really hard pivot towards the wall. He's buying ice for himself, and he's giving time for the centerman to get into position. So he comes in, he delays, nice little pivot, and he hits his centerman across the Royal Road. And that puck is probably going in the net. That's a very difficult puck to save. And the goalie knows it's happening. That's the troubling spot. He knows it's coming. If he cheats over to the side though, today's NHL players are so friggin' good, he's going to make them pay. So he has to respect the shot, and he has to respect the option at the top, and he has to respect the fact that he could force this to the man in the middle. The goalie doesn't get the opportunity to pick that it's going over here to the centerman, and it is a very difficult pad push from post to post to be able to get in position to stop that puck. So I hope that gives you a little bit more understanding about what NHL teams are trying to do in 2021 and beyond. And I hope that gives you a little bit better way to watch your favorite hockey team now. Even though their scoring chances may be lower, you'll be able to analyze at this point if they were higher than normal scoring chances. Because we really are only looking to score 3 or 4 goals in a hockey game on average in order to win. We do believe our team should be able to hold them to 2 or 3, so 3 or 4 should take you home. I hope this gives you a better chance to watch hockey, makes it a little bit more fun for you. And if you still want to sit there with all your friends and scream shoot at the top of your lungs and tell NHL players and NHL coaches when and how they should be shooting, please go ahead and do so. It's still super fun. It is amazing to yell at your players and have a really good time. And when COVID's over, I'll see everybody at the rink. Thanks for watching.